Happy Friday, y'all. Very excited to be playing this. Um, Even though I played it like a year and a half ago, but hence the title. um, I remembered something. Um, when I first got this, when there were a lot more issues, the I don't even know if it'll show up on stream. Kind of. There's like a bit of a sort of a black flash, kind of a slight change in resolution. That only happens when I do what film, because this switches on by default. When I alt tab from game to OBS, which sometimes I need to do for whatever reason, and for this, it turns windowed mode on. So technically, I mean, it's still borderless windowed, which is great. But I have to like click OBS window and then click back into the game so that it doesn't switch between full screen and windowed. I have to remember that. There really isn't anything. They haven't done updates on this in a while. I guess, you know, hopefully there's no need. I mean, also cross fingers that the analog sticks behave themselves on this controller. I've decided during testing, I decided to, obviously smoothing looks terrible for pixelated graphics like this, so I have that off. Game screen settings is standard. It's not going to be 16:9, which is how I played the GOG integral version, and I'm going to do standard because I also really like the wallpaper. You have cool wallpapers here too, but something a bit less distracting, so it's just going to be like the main menu in the background. Display area center. This seems like, I mean, I guess again for wallpaper, if you want to see certain sides of it, my streaming brain is like, oh, this is really cool if people want their webcams to not be in the way of the action. So yeah, that's neat. Screen filter is on because it's actually, it reminds me of how I played it. Like some screen filters that are scan lines aren't good at all. This one seems to bring back memories of me playing on the old CRT television. So we'll have that on. If there's any like visual issues, I don't see how, but if there are any issues visually trying to make out anything texture-wise or that impacts gameplay, I'll turn it off. That's basically it. Main menu, game. Oh, I guess that should be what it is. I'm gonna raise the volume up a little bit, but almost did what I'm not supposed to do. But yeah, button settings felt fine during testing, so I'm not gonna. Button settings seem like it's controller type, right? So it's fine. Using Nintendo Switch Pro controller icons is whatever. The in-game menu for Metal Gear Solid will have, I think it does have controller button input settings, which is really good. Not gonna read that, obviously. Screenplay book. That's the whole script, which is crazy. Team selection. The fact they put integral in this, I only realized after loading this up when it launched late last year that it was originally released in Japan, which is weird that the GOG storefront would host this, but I guess that's the only version they could get their hands on. It was just the old 90s version, 90s PC version, and that's what I played last year. I've actually played special missions back when it came out. I think we had the disc for it. And VR missions, special missions. Oh, actually, this might... Yeah. VR missions is what we had. Special missions... I'm not sure if there is a difference between this and this. It says it released in Europe, but... Okay. I'm ready. Actually skip through the cutscenes during testing, so I want to take a look at this.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
It's actually wild seeing everything, but like it used to look. Not just resolution, but scanlines do a lot. At least their implementation of it here. Kind of reviewed this already on my end, but yeah, no, vibration works. Vibration works. That's fine for the time being. One thing I didn't check, and I'm gonna check right now, is it special or is it briefing? Previous operations, yeah. So this works. I don't even remember the heavily modded version that got MGS to work last run did not fix how this looked. The way it looked then was like all the words and lettering were crumpled up into one page. I think all 13 pages of it, so it was a mess. So you could not read these in the old integral version. But since you know what, since I actually own Volume 1 includes these two games now, so maybe I'll play through those someday. I've never ever played the old NES / computer versions of the Metal Gear series. I mean, with a lot of people, I started my entry into the series through Metal Gear Solid, and then the second one after. I'll do this just for gags, because stage 1 was how I tested the game out, and I actually got a Steam achievement for completing it while I was testing, so...
Who's that?
The amount of hours I used to spend on this shit, dude.
Who's that?
It was like maddening how obsessed I was trying to get good at these training missions.
Impressive, Snake.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna go through that right now. But it's there. And that's what's great in this case, because last time around I was less inclined to do the training stuff. I did some of it last year, but I was kind of over it, and the idea of me playing that modded PC version is kind of to me. But since we have this very same version that we played, I can go through that. I can go through the VR missions main game that has loads of different VR stuff. I can go through VR training here. It's great. Radar off is wild. What the fuck is even extreme? I don't even know what that is. Cause see, oh hello, thank you Steam achievements, appreciate you. I had Steam achievement for playing a game. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is where I'm like, yeah, let's go hard mode. Because right now all I care about is going through 1 and 2 and 3, all 3 games back to back, and then, you know, having them now, you know, at my fingertips, I can just be like, yeah, let's do hard mode. I don't think I've ever done hard mode.
Be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise,
The
select button.
animations here actually look more detailed, weirdly enough, because of the scan lines. I mean, it was meant for CRTs back in the day, so it's not surprising. It's just I have the visual lens of what I played last year, so it's like, fuck me. The textures and everything else is like, it almost feels like I'm playing a different version outright. So what's great, I don't know how long this will last, but what's great is that I'm playing with the control pad and it works. Like, look how like diagonal I can make it, right? So it's it feels good. So I'm not really rushing to have to use the analog sticks. But goddamn, that vibration is kicking. That's some strong vibration. All right. Oh, okay. That's punch. That's hold. I'm just gonna get as much as I can right now, even if I Actually, wouldn't it be cool if I'd say cool, like it's something that I actually want to do, but wouldn't it be cool if the sound design took into account people who had microphones, either like how I'm using my mic or like controller microphones. My guy, you existed not 2 seconds ago. Like he didn't want to leave that spot. Okay.
What was that noise?
Okay, sick. I also saw like this was new to me, even though like I don't know what documentary or what, but I saw clips a few months ago of Kojima actually doing like the camera work with miniatures and Legos on how the camera work in the MGS would work, and that's how they made the camera angles as dynamic as they did. I knew it had to be some love and attention and care, but I didn't know they did that. They like used little cameras. That's cool. This is definitely not going to be as thorough a run. Like I'm not going to go out of my way to like spam codecs, and whether I get all the items depends on whether I have the frame of mind to, obviously, but for sure I'm just gonna, because there's chaff grenades here that I'm obviously gonna get. I don't remember where all the hidey boxes are.
Disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip-searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
The weapon item menu from side to side, the way that looks now with the scan lines, it's actually
What about the air duct near the door?
giving me hard flashbacks of like sitting in front of the
There should
living
also be a
room,
duct on the second floor.
just being gobsmacked at what I'm experiencing. Oh my god, so
I can't see
derivative.
it from here.
Hi, HBK.
I'll let you
Happy
decide the
Friday.
best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
You know, he's only streaming this because it's popular now. Shush, shush, shush. It isn't entirely because of certain people playing it. But it has motivated me to start this up since this version especially of the collection is so far okay. Like I legit had to watch people playing this collection and going through it for me to be like, okay, maybe it's improved since it launched. Because when it launched, I tried it out. I think I got it for my birthday last year, and it was not in a good state. It seems a lot better now. And since MGS3's on here, and I haven't finished that yet, after all these years, I figure may as well. And this is really cool. Alright, Chaff. I am pretty sure I can get that now, right?
Surveillance camera?
I think the actual original PC release Integral can actually have this resolution pumped up and stuff. That's the version I streamed early last year, but it was the GOG storefront Integral version. I had to mod that to hell and back to get it to look right. So yeah, I know about the PC version, and this seems like obviously it's the Steam version. I don't have to do anything to it to make it work, thankfully. The scan line filter is actually pretty decent. I'm enjoying the nostalgia just off that alone. Yeah. I mean, I would have recommended that integral version back then before this came out, but now that the Steam version's around, you don't really have to. Plus, this collection includes integral. There's like several different versions of MGS1 that come with this, which is pretty neat. Actually, let me be smart and throw one. Put this on, put it away. Chromecast stream to actual CRT. Oh god. Oh my god. If only if I had the option to stream on a CRT like some speedrunners do, that'd be pretty sick actually. But sadly, we do not have CRTs in this household anymore. Are you? Okay, I think we're good. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. What if you just throw a CRT filter on a CRT? The hell? Shit. You're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Eyes will vibrate at your skull. Wow, so immersive. Your head just explodes.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
I have a Samsung Slim Fit. The tube has an extra wide deflection angle relative to normal CRTs. So not only is it 16:9, but it's extra light. It's only 150 pounds. Holy shit. I don't know if any of that's actually light for what it is, but that sounds pretty cool. Oh god.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Thanks, Master. There's not really much I can do. Like even on the analog stick, pretty much have like up or down. It's not really analog, but that's cool. Comparable Triniton would be like 220 pounds. Jesus.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
Oh, you'll get a workout moving the damn thing.
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation. ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
They didn't quite get it right though. Definitely has a lot of bowing and geometry issues. Hmm. Yeah, this game would make so much sense if you watched it backwards. Yeah. I guess just watch a YouTube video in reverse. I'm sure there's a YouTube video like all the cutscenes. So just watch that in reverse or edit it so that the last cutscene is the first and so on. Do I? I do not need that. So I'm good.
Press the action button to drop down.
Gee, thanks, Colonel. Appreciate it.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should
Yeah,
be
the
a
second
cargo
floor
hold
route.
that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Very sneaky, very Timor. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, that's right. I need to get the silencer at some point. Jesus. Fucking red everywhere. Okay, let's not leave that on for too long. Also, like, I don't know why, like, as I've gotten older playing this game, I take the second floor route more often, but when I used to play it as a kid, it was a lot of the first floor and trying to get by the guy sleeping in front of the base floor vent. I don't know, maybe because I'm more daring, less daring, I don't know. This wouldn't be open yet, though, would it? Shit. Okay. Well, I gotta deal with your ass. Yeah, you're the opposite way. Fair enough. And I almost want to go back and take that guy out. But he's just a poor soldier sleeping. He needs his rest. Yeah, I'm not opening that. Just gonna go straight toward the elevator. Gotta get that level 1 card key first. Almost got caught.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should fucking save. I haven't saved yet.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him. Come on, Snake. You can do it.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
He knows all the Easter eggs. I definitely picked up some of them over the years. There was a speed run I saw recently of this. Dude. And I'm just remembering this now. Right by the ladder, there's a hole you can go in. And if you try to stand up as you're getting in or out that hole, you can go inside the walls and do some crazy shit.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Is that Johnny? Okay, got more bullets, so that's good. Think so? I only know his name is Johnny because of the internet calling him that.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
When I watch streamers who have no idea how to play, I always learn new stuff about this game. Kojima thought of like every detail except of telling people the controls.
Who's that?
Yeah, Kojima's crazy.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercise.
Oh, you follow him on Instagram.
Experimental weapon. A
Living his
weapon
best
that
weird
changes
life.
the world.
I'll bet.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the earth.
I see him on Twitter
A
sometimes
nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
talking about movies he saw. I think one of the last ones he saw was Furiosa.
Metal Gear.
He had a lot to say about that.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
I've played through all of 1 and 2.
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds.
And like the first half hour to an hour of 3. Barely starting. So there's not much of 3 that I know about.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
That's all good. My brain
Be able to launch a new
saw it as MGS anyways.
But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
I had a lot of trouble getting into 3 when it came out, but it really is incredible. Yeah, that's what I hear a lot.
transmission media.
I think that's also why I couldn't get into it.
As you approach the door's security device,
Because it is a prequel.
And the doors will open automatically.
Like it's of the past, and
Okay.
coming off of
I'm gonna get you out
MGS2
there.
Wait a minute.
What is
and seeing how MGS3 was being played, I was like,
Heard
eh.
any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
But I just want to play it now. I just want to get through it, and
I just said
you know,
no.
whenever they release MGS4 in the future collection, I want to play that
That's
too,
their
obviously.
problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon. What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
What it really was for me, and I didn't understand this was why I hated it at the time. They changed it so you had to use the D-pad to like walk quietly when you were near guards. I don't remember if I had an issue with that, but maybe I did. If you use the analog stick, they would hear you. I didn't understand that, and I didn't understand why it was so bad. Oh man. I just remember the setting was very different, and I wasn't that keen to continue.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
How fucking dare you? That hit me. I guess I should have gone in front.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss.
Like really good. Kojima always planned a trilogy. MGS4 is good. Does have all the answers stated explicitly. But the plot and the questions MGS2 posed are meant to be answered implicitly in MGS3.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I'm almost dead. Okay. So leave that. Gotta get this. And then with your hardware, the PS3 HD collection should be obtainable. I know we had the collection on the PS3 for the longest, but I didn't want to play that. Like by the time that came out, if I was going to play through that, I would have wanted to wear headphones, and I couldn't do that with our setup back then. Like everything that we had available to play that was in the living room, so there was nowhere else for me to go and enjoy it, really. What in the hell? Aren't you supposed to be pixelated? Where's the censorship? I did it with a shittier video card. It did lag in the final sequence, but your PC is better than mine. Okay. Poor Johnny, getting his ass whooped. Yeah, it's locked up now. Yo, wait a minute, dude. I just got out of here. Not trying to catch me yet. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, HPK. Have the best birthday weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your ride on the silly scooter to the gay bar. Much love. Thank you, thank you. Have a good weekend. I will probably see you sometime next week. Yeah, I'm very excited for the MGS arc. Very hyped. Hey, Gold. Happy Friday. Yo, yo. Hopefully you're doing well. And I've been doing pretty well. Been a relatively good feeling week overall. Things have been pretty chill on my end, thankfully. Alright. B2. Gotta get me my C4. Let me actually, before I save, because I was gonna save, but...
What's up, Snake? Be careful, Snake.
Let me call... Because we already have Master, let me get Nastasha in here.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake. They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype? Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear?
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am. But what about the PAL system that the DARPA chief mentioned?
It is a device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed or launched. Usually, a secret detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
I guess everyone else I can't call yet. At least not until I get to Baker.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
You'll need some kind of explosive to destroy the wall, like C4 or something. Take a good look around the armory.
What's up, Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Alright, we got our C4.
PAL stands for Permissive Action Link. It is a safety system attached to nuclear missile systems. The missile cannot be fired without the insertion of a special electronic code. But if the terrorists have found out the detonation codes, They can launch the missiles anytime they want. That is C4 explosive, a plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay, so you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned, or beaten. You are using a wireless detonator, yes? The detonator is equipped with a scrambler, so you don't have to worry about interference from any other radio source. Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also, as you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
Good to know. Anybody got any rations? Cause I need that.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
7 seconds till the end. Let's say we blow some stuff up. Oh, you can. Yeah, that's right. You can use thermals to see the trap door, the floors even. Sick. No, there's one here as well. I was wondering if I would have had to go back for more C4. Thankfully, no.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw! Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to reload. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Son of a...
Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna laugh. Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of quarter. You know, that sulphur smell. But to you, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight. but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton. Who the hell?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
hell? Are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Because I was like, throughout all of those cutscenes, I was like, wait a minute, how do I activate my collection main menu? Just pressing, well, on the Pro Controller's case, L and R at the same time. But no, I have to go and collect more gear since we've got more room. Also, since, you know, may as well. Because they're like, you're meant to be looking at this anyways. Zoom in, Meryl. Not me forgetting as soon as I see it. Fucking hell. 140. Oh, you know what? I might have to leave the room. That's why. Like, I could have sworn it was 140 or 141.15. That's 6, that's 4. We'll ignore that bit for now. Got issues now. Let me... Oh, I can't go in between that? Okay, let's just relax.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece. Meryl, right?
No.
It's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second-floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor's being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day
when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Don't worry, Colonel. Meryl is fine.
Thank God.
Meryl is a very strong woman. I really respect her.
She's got plenty of heart.
Thanks, Snake.
Not so fast. The real mission is still ahead.
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators. After playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
I plan on doing that in about about an hour. I didn't say this at the beginning, but I have plans with family tomorrow morning, so when I come back on Monday, we're gonna go as long as we can with this. Because I think even when I played it last year, it only took about 3 streams. So we'll see, yeah.
Nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology. All 3 of them can easily be acquired by either legal or illegal means. If you have enough money, that is. They say that there are 500,000 nuclear engineers in the world. But after the end of the Cold War, the demand for nuclear engineers dropped precipitously. In the Eastern Bloc countries in particular, there is a tremendous brain drain. They cannot keep their scientists in the country. And each year, more and more nuclear engineers go to work for the highest bidder.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had, all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Okay, let me get the loot that I can get.
is set with infrared sensors. You should be able to see them if you had some smoke. Cigarette smoke or something.
Sorry, but these are smokeless cigarettes.
You mean those cigarettes that are designed to cut down on secondhand smoke? Oh, well, don't worry. If you blow the smoke in the direction of the infrared sensors, you should be able to see them. That was a good idea, bringing the cigarettes, but don't smoke too much. Cigarettes make you weak in mind and body. They are bad for you. A Snake, that room is set with infrared sensor. That is a FAMAS. It is a bullpup-style assault rifle. It is durable and easy to use. Very resistant to overheating. It is a reliable weapon with smooth action. It can fire up to 1,000 rounds per minute. On full auto, you will empty a 25-round magazine in a few seconds.
I forgot you can shimmy a little bit in first person. They took the body away. Get this ration while I'm still around.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're up top. I was like, where's everybody? Let me sort this out, yeah. Well, there's one guy here at least. Just the one guard, though. Now he's guarding that area. Can I not punch you? Yes. Our first game over. Okay. Now we're good. Mine detector. I don't remember. Did I get that thing in the back of the truck in the beginning? Did I forget to get that? I don't remember.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
Colonel, I got a codec call from someone outside this operation.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Mei Ling knows everything about the communication system, so let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
So you mean someone leaked the information?
That's the only explanation I can think of.
Mei Ling, do you know where that transmission originated from?
I'm sorry. The radio waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you, somewhere on the base.
Snake, you'll have to go through the minefield to advance.
Master, does the name Deep Throat mean anything to you?
Deep Throat? What? You mean the guy from Watergate?
No, but he uses the same name. Whoever he is, he's not part of our operation, but he's been giving me advice by codec.
What?
On top of that, he wasn't using burst transmission. It seems he was transmitting from somewhere on this base.
Somewhere on the base?
Yes.
I have no idea who that could be.
I see.
Knowing what I know now from like way back in the day, it's like Master pausing and thinking about it. Like that's Liquid thinking about it, him being on the base and going, who the fuck is giving Solid Snake advice on my base?
That area is mined? After you locate the mines on your radar, crawl forward and retrieve them. Anti-personnel mines have killed over 20,000 non-combatants in the past 30 years. In countries like Cambodia and Nicaragua, the killing and maiming of innocent victims continues long after the wars have ended. It is easy to plant mines, you see, but removing them is a different matter. It requires more time and manpower than anyone is willing to invest. The superpowers need to donate more mine detectors and other equipment to remove them. It is the least we could do after laying them.
The place is mined? Well, if you use a mine detector, you'll be able to see the mines displayed on your radar.
What's up, Snake? Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Okay. I'll have to call it there. I think well, we'll see. Like I said, the game itself not as short as Mirror's Edge by a long shot, but it's like when you know what to do, you just breeze through things. That's why it was such a short playthrough last time around. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm glad I have like the scan line filter and everything. It makes adds a bit of charm and a touch that I haven't felt since back then. So it feels good. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.